Hey guys, what's up? Chief Pat here, and today bringing you guys a brand new Clash Royale video. And today we're going to be hopping into the next episode of my Let's Play Clash Royale series, where inside of the last episode we finally unlocked our first legendary card, which is the Sparky. Now I also upgraded my Musketeer to level 6, and reading the comments in the last video, I know a lot of people were upset who were like level 9 and level 10 who still didn't have a legendary card on their account. I don't know what to say other than get your crown chest. That's how I got mine, but I obviously got pretty lucky as level 7 to get a legendary card, and I actually haven't even gotten a super magical chest for free on this account as well. So sometimes things just happen. But also, I told you guys inside of the last episode I didn't want to use the Elixir Collector inside of this deck as well. Although it is okay and it's a fine card, I felt like there might be something that was better, and a lot of you guys were saying to use the Goblin Barrel. Now that makes a lot of sense, and I didn't even think of that. If I use the Goblin Barrel, that's going to bait out a zap from my opponent, and as you guys know, one of the counters to the Sparky is of course the zap, because it resets its charge up time and it makes it so it has to charge its laser up all over again, and by the time that normally happens, it's dead. So if I put the Goblin Barrel in my deck, obviously I'd be able to get more zaps out of my opponents, but unfortunately the Goblin Barrel is still not unlocked on my account. I have a legendary card, but I still don't have a Goblin Barrel, which is, I'm pretty sure, unlocked when you're at 0 trophies or 400 trophies, maybe in the Bone Pit. So yeah, that's just a little bit strange, but for some reason I don't have the Goblin Barrel just yet. But otherwise, there's another card I'd want to use in this deck except for the Elixir Collector, and that's going to be the Guards. But unfortunately, again, I don't have the Guards unlocked, which is a Royal Arena card, I believe. So yeah, the two cards that would fit in really well for the Elixir Collector unfortunately aren't available on this account, so I'm going to stick with the Elixir Collector right now. I might try to rock something else if I get it. Obviously, another legendary card like a Lumberjack would be crazy for this deck. But yeah, didn't work out. Look at that zap spell right there. As I drop that zap, it gives me another millisecond to shoot that tower down, and that tower is all the way down to 52 HP already. So I've had a lot of fun with the Sparky. A lot of people don't know how to play against it. I feel like it's a very simple card to play, which is something that's really dangerous about it. It doesn't require a lot of skill most of the time. You just have to set yourself up right and then put yourself in a good position in the card, and then it's really on your opponent to outplay the Sparky rather than you to make some crazy play. You just plop your Sparky down, you let it do work, and then as soon as your opponent freaks out and they make a mistake, boom, their tower's chunked down, as you can see on that left-hand side. So first tower of the game is going to go down right now from that Valkyrie. I have a Giant as well, which I didn't even need, but since I'm already pushing, let's go ahead and go for a 3-crown push. I've got 2 Valkyries, a Musketeer, as well as a Giant, and as we make our way down this left-hand lane, it doesn't look like we're actually going to be able to get too much done, other than a couple of hits on the right-hand side from our Giant onto the tower. So every hit helps, so one more hit from our Giant is going to bring that tower down to 1800, which is really good for us. In fact, I'm going to drop a cannon to stop this Hog Rider to make him burn one of his lightning spells. There goes the lightning spell right there. The tower still has 79 HP though, and he's going to have to throw a log at it, and that's going to be the very first tower of the game for him. Now at this point, he is down a massive amount of elixir. I've got so many troops on the battlefield. Even though my Giant is completely under-leveled at level 5, it's still going to be enough of a meat shield for me to help out. Meanwhile, those Barbarians, take a look as I zap those. I make sure my Sparky does not die, and there goes the Sparky locking onto the tower. That's going to be a good game, and 2 crowns to 1 inside of this battle. So very nicely done with the Sparky deck. We got 2 Sparky shots on each tower, or I guess 1 apiece on the towers, which gave us exactly the amount of damage we needed to take that game, and that's sort of the win condition of this deck. There's not many games that I win unless I get at least 1 Sparky shot off, which can actually be pretty tough. Now, taking a look at this next battle, of course, things don't always go as planned, and Royal GG is just going to keep tearing me up. Fortunately, my Musketeer is going to target those Fire Spirits, which is really good. But at this point, since he's actually going to cock back his Fireball and hit my tower with it, I'm going to play my Sparky. Now, my Sparky, of course, is going to take a shot right there. But still, he does not have a lot of HP left right now, which means my Sparky is going to do its best. As soon as the archers come out, those are going to get absolutely blasted. And check out again, as I drop my Zap spell just in time, that gives my Sparky an additional second to knock that tower down to 1100 HP and to reset the game in our favor. That would have been really bad if we didn't get that Sparky shot off right there. So I'm really glad that we got that done. And meanwhile, another Royal GG, of course. My cannon's going to be played just in time to stop that push. And of course, I have my Fire Spirits in case he drops his minions. minions, but it looks like he's only going to get a single shot off against that tower right there. And judging on what I should play next, I was thinking about doing a giant to do a giant musketeer push, but of course he has a Valkyrie, so he would have just torn that push to pieces. Now, meanwhile, looks like I am going to pay for that elixir pump though. Valkyrie's going to help out against his, but his Hog Rider's going to run straight for my tower. Just unfortunate timing on the pump right there. It means that this tower will go down, and he's actually going to drop a Cry Face. Okay. Big Sniper's getting all confident as a level 9 versus a level 7. All right, Big Sniper, let's see what you got, brother. All right, let's do a giant Sparky push again and put this guy in his place. So Giant's going to go down and back. I've got the Sparky in my hand as well. I've got definitely an elixir advantage by now because I have a half health elixir collector. Plus, I already have a Giant down, which is really good, and he's wasting elixir. Ooh, I should drop a Cry Face right now because he's about to get it. He wasted so much time, plus a Fireball that honestly didn't give him that much value because the elixir pump was already below 50% HP. Look at this huge army we have down the left-hand lane. We've got a Valkyrie, Musketeer, Sparky, and Giant. Fire Spirits, even if he drops a Valkyrie in the very back, everything is going to go kaput. And yeah, that's going to be his tower going down. And there's a Cry Face in retaliation to our man, Big Sniper. All right, Big Sniper. So now we've got 2 troops down the right-hand lane. He's going to play a Royal GG, trying to get cute and finish this one off. Of course, a Cannon's going to be able to help out. The Valkyrie will help out as well as against the Hog Rider. He's going to Fireball down both the tower and the Cannon. My Musketeer and Fire Spirits will help out against these minions and the Royal GG. My tower's all the way down to 833 HP. And he thinks this game is over, but I'm going to put a Sparky straight up in his face. Let's see how he can deal with this. He's going to play a Valkyrie. Meanwhile, my Sparky's locking onto the tower. Tower's going to take 1 hit. Musketeer and Sparky doing work on the tower. Zap's going to go down. And Big Sniper, what happened, man? There's some more Cry Faces. Oh, the Royal Giant. I put an elixir collector on. It doesn't even matter. The Cry Faces are out. Big Sniper, I'm so sorry, man. It looked like you had that game in the bag after that first tower went down, but good game, well played. 2 crowns to 1 for this battle. Guys, don't BM until the game's over. That's just what happens when you do that. But one more battle for the day. Let's go ahead and face off against Salty McSalt. Let's see how salty he gets after this battle, but let's play an elixir pump in the very bottom left-hand corner. I've started changing where I place my elixir collectors. You guys might have noticed in the last 3 or 4 episodes, I've started playing them in the bottom left instead of the bottom right. And you guys might be wondering why I do that, and that's because I normally play my cards down the right-hand lane. Now, you don't want to play your elixir collector on the same side that you're playing your cards, because if your opponent has a poison spell or a fireball, they can get better value out of that. Let's say I play an elixir. Let's say I played my Sparky down the left-hand lane instead of down the right-hand lane. He could have just dropped a fireball and hit both my elixir collector as well as my Sparky, instead of only getting one of those if I had played that correctly. Now again, the knight is going to get blasted. We still have a half HP elixir collector, plus we're up 1 elixir right now. So things are looking really good. He has not even touched our towers, and so far we've amassed a pretty massive lead. He doesn't really have a great deck, I don't think, on offense. He has the Hog Rider, obviously, which is his main push point, but without any tanks, which honestly is the meta right now. The Giant and the Royal Giant are just really strong. Even the Golem in the deck that I was playing on my main account showed you how strong that was. Not having any of those cards makes it hard to crack bases sometimes. So let's go and drop a cannon to stop the Hog. We've got the Sparky, gonna turn that Hog into bacon right there. I love the Sparky so much on this account. Really glad I unlocked it. And one more shot from the Sparky will blow his Musketeer to smithereens, and now we can go for a massive push on his side of the map. Now with 6 elixir, he opts for a knight, which is going to get absolutely blasted. We've got a Sparky plus a Musketeer. Sparky's going to lock on to his Musketeer, take it out. The zap's going to be a half second too late. Sparky's going to lock on again, but unfortunately go down. But still, I'm going to drop another elixir collector. I've got 2 elixir collectors down, and we're even on elixir right now, or somewhat close at least. So this game is completely in our control. We haven't even taken any damage yet. So we can go for a massive push down the right-hand lane and hopefully finish this game up. If we can get 2 Sparkies down, that should be enough to absolutely pummel him and get 3 crowns. So let's go ahead and do our giant Sparky push. Another Hog Rider. We're going to play a perfect cannon and zap spell. Feels good, man. Let's keep going. We got the Musketeer in our hand. Going to use that to help back up the Sparky. Looks like the Bomber's going to go down before our Sparky gets a shot off. A second Giant down the right-hand lane. I'm saving up a Sparky as well. He drops a Cry Face. I give him a little bit of a thumbs up. Zap Spell is just going to be a little bit too late, and I'm going to drop a good game because we both know this one is unfortunately going to be over. One more big push going for that King Tower. Hopefully he gives me that 3rd crown for the crown chest. Another Sparky's going to go down as he zaps mine down. Looks like he's not going to roll over, but still, too many Sparkies means that he's not going to be able to respond. And with 10 seconds left, one final Musketeer bullet should take that tower out. and give us that 3 crown to 0 victory. That was a flawless win. We did not take any damage on our towers. Whew. Feels good with this deck. We're getting a lot of crowns, which means a lot more crown chests. And that's how I've been saving a bunch of gold right now. I'm at 5,052 gold, which is really good if I want to upgrade any more on my cards. Of course, I'm only 1 upgrade away from level 8, so I'm hoping to hit that sometime soon, probably within the next episode or the episode after that, so make sure to stay tuned. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for cards that I do have besides the Goblin Barrel or the guards to put in my deck, just let me know in the comment section below. Maybe the 3 elixir minions, those might be pretty good as well. But that's going to do it for this video. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.